Hello there, this is my 2010 Overland Tacoma, and this is a WeBoost antenna. Of all the mods and bolt-ons I've put on this truck over the years, nothing has been more wildly reviewed and controversial than the WeBoost. All the reviews seem to be split directly down the middle. Either it never works all the time, or it's a complete lifesaver. Because of this, I was skeptical myself to buy it initially. But I have had this unit for 2 years now, and I've been documenting its performance throughout all the different places I've been. In today's video, we're gonna truly find out, is the WeBoost worth your money? As a quick summary of what this product is, it's a cell phone booster. This external antenna grabs the connection of the nearest cell phone tower and acts as a repeater. No subscription is required, it works with all phones and all providers. When you buy this, you're given 3 items: the external antenna, the internal antenna, and the amplifier unit. When turned on, the external antenna grabs the connection from the nearest cell phone tower, amplifies its signal, boosting your 4 or 5G connection. The biggest downside I've found of this unit is how close your phone has to remain to the internal antenna. There is a very obvious drop-off. As soon as you start moving the phone away from the internal antenna, you quickly lose any of the benefits from this system. That's why I actually have 2. One for inside the cab next to the center console, and another to be used outside of the car. So now that we know what we're working with here, let's jump inside and look at the performance data. Personally, I've had great success with the WeBoost. My main proving grounds for this product have been my local Santa Ana mountains and the Eastern Sierras, which is home to some of the most remote places I've ever been. We're gonna jump right into how the WeBoost directly improves my phone's connection. I'm using a 2021 Samsung S20 FE, which is on Verizon and is a 4 and 5G phone. Since the WeBoost is only a repeater, it depends on your local cell phone towers for its performance. Line of sight and geography of where you're using it play a massive role in how it's going to improve your connection. When I'm tucked down inside this canyon here, my coverage went from having no connection to about 1 bar. But up on the exposed ridge with a direct line of sight to the highway, it went from having 1 bar to 4, which is a massive improvement. If we jump down south to Cerro Gordo, an old mining town high up in the Inyo Mountains, I go from having virtually no connection whatsoever to almost 4 bars. In my local Santa Ana Mountains though, results do vary, which is surprising because it is a very small mountain range just south of LA, but it's surrounded by more than 1 million people, so there's a lot of coverage. In some very narrow canyons like Silverado, I get no connection anywhere, both without the WeBoost and with it. But if we jump over to Holy Gym, which is a much wider canyon and shorter, I do get improvements from about 1.5 bars to 4. Plus, it is a little bit closer to town compared to Silverado, so you do have access to closer cell towers. It's always good to note that direct line of sight is key if there's no surrounding terrain for signals to bounce off of. The top of this mountain is a great example. If my truck is positioned on the very edge, I get boosted from 0 bars to 3 due to line of sight down into the city. But if I move my truck closer to the center of that area without a direct line of sight, I get no connection at all. Those cell towers off in the distance are just for radios. Sometimes though, I'm not even looking to get a full connection to be able to scroll through Facebook or YouTube. Sometimes I just want a little bit so I can still stay connected to friends and family and at least be able to text. One of my favorite campgrounds is called Big Bend, which is at the very back of Tioga Pass near Yosemite. Typically, I get no connection back there, but once I set up camp, I take my extra antenna that I have, put it into the tent, and that gets me roughly 1 bar, just about, which is just enough to be able to stay connected with my friends and text them while I'm out camping. It's better than nothing. The way I describe it is if you have 0 bars and you turn on the WeBoost, you can always expect to at least get maybe 1. But if you do have 1 bar already and you turn on the WeBoost, you can expect at least a jump up to 3 or 4, which is a considerable improvement anywhere you go. Overall, it's a great piece of tech to have, especially since all the data I'm using for this video is from a discontinued model, which is the Drive 4G-M, which was released almost 4 years ago, I believe. Newer models such as the Drive X, which is the new version of what I have now, get even better results. Check this out. I'm in the Black Mountains of Arizona now, and this is what we call the Burro. It's a side-by-side with one small modification. Since we knew this would be used in remote terrain, we went through and installed a WeBoost Drive X. The antenna's on the roof, power is through the cigarette outlet, and the repeater is on the dashboard. So this is what we use for reception out here. Even in remote terrain such as that, my phone went from struggling to even understand that it had a connection to having a constant 4 to 5 bars. A better connection than I get here at home. So that sums up all the data that I've collected for this video. There's a lot that has been unrecorded, but overall the unit has kept me connected anywhere I've ever gone or camped. And you might say, well, everything you've done in this video was using Verizon. What about the other cell providers? Well, a lot of my friends have joined me on these trips, and most of them actually use AT&T and T-Mobile, and I can confirm that they have had the same, if not better, results than me, which is kind of annoying because I always thought that Verizon was the best provider, but apparently not. Unless you're truly out in the middle of nowhere, it's gonna always keep you connected, which already sells itself. Overall, that concludes everything I have for the video. If you guys have any questions at all, let me know in the comments, and I will get back to you as soon as I can. Other than that, till next time, guys.